Hello everyone, welcome back. Yet again it is an empties video, and this time it is May and June empties. If you are interested in empties, beauty empties especially, then please subscribe and keep on watching. Starting out with May, in Starbucks of course. I'm just reaching in and grabbing things. First up is this body lotion from Nivea, Floral Love. This was vanilla and rose scented. I loved it a lot, but it just does not compare to the Joy of Life one from Nivea. Unfortunately, all of these are limited edition. I guess I could still smell it. It's really nice. You can totally smell the vanilla in it, but somehow the rose and jasmine was just a way better combination for my taste. But I absolutely loved it. It's beautiful on the skin. If I can find it, I would repurchase, but unfortunately, it is limited edition. Shower gel, this happens to be shower cream from the Body Shop. This is the Bluebell. This is amazing. It smells like hyacinth, which is one of my favorite scents ever. Of course, I have to smell everything that I'll show you for the last time at least. These are so good. Literally smells like hyacinth that I have in the garden, blooming in spring. So this is just a beautiful scent. To be honest, I absolutely hate the packaging because this is really hard to get the product out. So I usually stand it on its head and then I'm just even taking this cap off to get the product out. So the packaging is not my favorite, but this is one of my favorite scents ever. So I just really hope that the Body Shop will come out with something like this in the future, because this was also limited edition, unfortunately. But definitely would have purchased like 5 of them actually. Finally, a shampoo which is really worn and ugly. But this is the Durkos Vichy Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. And then it turns out I have psoriasis, not dandruff, which is somewhat different. At first, it really was nice on the scalp. Then I guess my scalp just has gotten used to it. And also it's not, what I needed for my scalp. Now I have the appropriate product, so now it's working better. But it was kind of pricey and it didn't do that much good to me. So definitely will not repurchase. Deodorant is the Secret Rose Water, of course rosy, so I loved it. I loved it all the way through the very end when it kind of started breaking off. So of course these stick deodorants are not ideal because they kind of break at the end, but I love the scent. I totally might repurchase, especially if it's on sale. Niacinamide serum from Isana, beautiful. It made my skin so smooth and taut and kind of smooth it out. And it did smooth out the contour of my face. I absolutely adore this. Probably will pick up more. I just, of course, always want to try like new things, new serums, but this is definitely a staple type of a thing. Syo's Dry Shampoo, my favorite. I almost thought I was out of this, but I have another one. Gorgeous. Always will repurchase. Always, as long as they have this sold. Somehow only 2 samples. I don't know how that happened. We actually went to our summer house, and that was when I used these. These were the products that I took for the road. So of course the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. Is it Hydro Boost? Yeah, Hydro Boost moisturizer, and then the Vichy Mineral 89 Probiotic Concentrate was the serum that I used. I had a full size of this, quite cute, but I wouldn't exactly purchase like in the near future. At some point maybe, but not now. And then this was okay, but I just want to repurchase the whole thing. And then a mask. This is the Juicy Glow. Yeah, the Juicy Glow from Essence. So this is the Juicy Glow from Essence. This was the banana one. And I adored it, but I kind of want to try other stuff. It was cute. If I see it, I might repurchase, but yeah, there are so many other things that I want to try, basically. And now makeup. The MUA Pro Base Primer. Very nice, affordable. Highly recommend, actually. ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation. Not my favorite. Will not repurchase. Just no. I found another sample, which is this Hugo Boss perfume sample. It was a boy's perfume. It is a male perfume, but I used it with my very fruity Get Comfy one from Adidas, and then the 2 of them together created this really beautiful scent, so I absolutely adored it. Of course, I'm just trying to use up my samples, so I will not be rebuying this for myself. And then 2 lippies. One of them is this lip crayon from Maybelline. This is the Super Stay Matte Ink, but it doesn't really show because it rubbed off. I used it so much. The shade is 40, called Laugh Louder, and this was this orangey kind of a red. I could probably just about show you because that's everything that's left in there. So I use this basically as lip liner in the morning, and then I would put like a lip gloss on it. I wouldn't repurchase this shade, but this line is just so good. These products are so good. I have so many other colors that I'm kind of saving, so I don't want to finish those. So I have a lip swatch video of these products, so you can check it out. And I would highly recommend these lip crayons from Maybelline because these are crazy good. And then the lipstick that I put everywhere on my face, this is the stuff that you can use on your eyes, on your lips, and on your cheeks. And it's so gone that I even scraped out every last bit of it. I usually don't do that, but you can tell that it's absolutely gone. There's even the pen or whatever on it. This is from Lovely. This is the Matte Mousse lipstick. The shade is, or was, number 1. Absolutely adore this. This was such a beautiful matte lipstick. Now it's completely gone. So I would need to replace this with something else. But of course I have a lot of things in my collection to do that. And then the last thing is a setting spray, which is MAC Fix Plus in Peony, which was unfortunately also limited edition. I kind of did finish a lot of limited edition stuff in May. I love the scent on this. I kind of wish this was a perfume, to be honest, if a perfume had this peony scent. Absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately now it's gone, so I just need to take back the packaging to MAC. Okay everyone, so this was everything for the month of May. And now, moving on. June empties. June had been a really great month for finishing up a lot of products, so we're digging in right now. I finished this body lotion. This is the Rose, what is it called? So this is the Rose and Hydration from Nivea. It was perfect, of course, I love the scent. I will probably pick up more of this. Body scrub, I finished up this huge one from the Tree Hut. Of course, this is the strawberry one. I'm kind of intrigued about the coconut one, but honestly, I'm just really loving the organic shop ones, and those are like a third of the price of this, kind of. So I just don't think this is worth it. I'm sorry. And you could actually make your own, so there you go. Of course, my favorite shower gel Bubba. This is the Violet and Lily of the Valley one. I always pick this up for spring, and I just finished it at the very beginning of June. This was perfect. I kind of wish they had this in a perfume. I love this so much. Oh, this is so amazing. I'm kind of raising a petition for having this as perfume. Amazing. I finally finished this curl defining whatever cream from Bedhead. It wasn't my favorite. Actually, I almost finished it by the time I kind of found out how to use it. You absolutely must not put this on wet hair. Your hair should be like at least halfway dry, because this just makes it like a tangly mess. And it doesn't really define the curls. It just makes them crunchy. So no for me. Face wash, of course, Garnier Hyaluronic Aloe Jelly. This is my second one of this. I absolutely adored it. I'll probably pick up more of this because this is one of my favorite face washes like ever. I finished up these 2 patches from Isana. Of course, there's a hair on it. This was nothing special, so I wouldn't recommend. But this one, the hydrating one, was really amazing. So I'm pretty sure I'll pick up more of these because these are affordable and amazing. Really good. And then as far as samples go, I only finished up these 2 sunscreens from Vichy. I really don't like them. I'm only using them up because I have them, but I will not buy the original size of this. Just absolutely not. And now makeup. Primer was the Impossible Primer from Wet n Wild. This was really weird because it's really solid, yet it's in a tube like this. And when you try to squeeze it out, it goes everywhere. So it's just not the right packaging for the product. And of course, it's very silicone-y. Not my favorite, unfortunately. I'm just glad that I finished this up. Also, kind of like a base product, the Soft Glam Filter from Catrice. I kind of grew to love this product. Of course, the container is weird, so I had to scrape out the very last of it with like a separate little spoony thingy. I quite like this. I think I'm gonna try the Rimmel next, but I'm kind of growing to love these. I actually blend these things out with sunscreen under my makeup, so that's how I use this. I don't think I repurchased this one, but I'll try other products like this, so I guess there you go. I finished up the Trended Up concealer stick. This was really, really nice, creamy, absolutely adored it. I love to blend it. It blended like a dream. I don't think I need to pick up more of this because I have so many other things that I need to finish first, but at some point I might. Bourjois Healthy Mix, love the powder, hate the packaging. That's all there is to it. Finally, I finished up this brow pencil from Douglas. This was the Brow Stylo. It took me almost 6 months to finish, so it was nice, but it's a little bit too stiff for my liking. I like my pencils to be a little bit more creamy than this. Even an eyebrow pencil. I'm glad to report that I finished this eyeshadow palette. So this is L'Oreal. And I can show you. It's fallen apart, but this is all the way gone. So all of the eyeshadow is gone from this. I really liked it. But unfortunately, this is not the best quality, but at least it was a compact little thing which I could carry around in my purse or in my makeup bag to work. I'm just trying to get through my smaller palettes so I could condense my collection actually. I also finished this nude eye pencil from Lovely. This was the Tropics one, the Lovely Pesto Tropics one. This was really nice and creamy, but it was a tiny bit too dark for a nude, I feel like. But I loved it. I finished it and I still have 2 more, which I might finish because I feel like in this packaging, these will dry out quite fast. So stay tuned for that. And the lippy stuff, I have this small, tiny bit of a lip liner, which I could probably show you the color. If that's the color, this was the Soph X Revolution Truffle Drizzle. And it was amazing and creamy, and I really, really love this color, especially under like red lips. This is the perfect thing. Unfortunately, I finished it, but I have way too many things to go through, so glad that I'm getting on with the collection. And I finished this NYX Butter lipstick. You've probably seen this in videos. I use it as a blush. I use it as color corrector, but this is such an amazing thing on the lips. I could probably just about show you, well, a tiny little bit. That is the color. This was way too peachy. I decluttered it and then I decided to finish this up. So now it's gone. And then the last thing is lip gloss. This is from She. This is one of the plumping lip glosses that I have. First, I felt weird about using this. It felt weird on the lips, but then I've gotten used to this and this is such a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful shade. I have another one of this, so soon enough, I think I'm gonna add that to Project Ban just as well. Okay, everyone, so these were my empties for June. But then do stick around for the next bi-monthly empties video. And until then, use the product and bye.